Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Fighting King, and I'm Jubin.
And welcome to the most controversial zombies video ever to be released on YouTube.
This is the top 5 best zombie maps in our opinion. This is not from the community. This is in our opinion.
This is just favorites, so it's. I have a feeling I'm gonna get some shit thrown at me for this. I swear. All right,
All right, so
Tyler, you can go first. You can go first. You can go first.
all right, my top 5 is
You start.
Verrückt Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles.
Okay.
When I think of Verrückt, I think of a just basic map with some perks and you just got to survive. There's no really Easter egg or anything. It's just a survival map, and I used to like those back in World at War. I just like to survive and reach my limits.
So number 5 was Verrückt.
Yes.
All right, so my number 5 is also Verrückt because back in World at War, it was one of its most innovative maps to date because you got it introduced the power. There's the moving box locations. It's got the dog rounds. It's got the perks. It's got the perks.
Dog rounds with Shinonuma.
There's the traps. No, the dog rounds with Shinonuma. No, I was.
Yeah.
I remember being Verrückt. Okay.
No.
I got that out there.
So you're
Okay.
you're at the World at War Verrückt. I'm talking about the Black Ops 3 Verrückt.
Okay, so the Black Ops 3 Verrückt is also having the Wonder Fizz, and then it's also got the Gobblegums. Like.
Yeah. It's a survival map though. So
Yeah,
you're World at War.
But World of War was
I'm
one of
Black
the more
Ops 3.
classic ones. It was still innovative, but we both have Verrückt for number 5.
All right, for number 4 spot, I'm gonna let Jubin introduce first.
No, you're going first. All of them. Just go.
Okay.
All of them.
My number 4 spot is Moon Black Ops 3 Zombie Chronicles.
Are they all gonna be Zombies Chronicles?
No.
Okay.
Moon is another simple map, but I really like it because one Area 51. If you get one of those, I forgot what the Gobblegum was, where you get like
Disorderly combat.
change guns, disorderly combat. You can really mess around with it in Area 51.
You can do some.
Then I also like
Yeah.
Easter egg. The Easter egg is really good.
It's one of the
and
most.
stuff. So yeah, that's
one
really
of the
why.
most craziest
I like
Easter eggs back then in at the end of Black Ops 1 to like kind of tied over the zombies community until Black Ops 2 came around. Did you leave?
I was muted. Sorry, I accidentally clicked the leave button instead of the delete button.
Okay, so yeah, like I'm all right, Moon, nice one. For my
Yours.
number 4, we've got Ascension.
Which one?
The Black Ops one. I'm like not doing any of the Zombies Chronicles ones.
Okay.
So Ascension like is not really a classic map. You've got like they have their own like unique way of
Ascension
opening
was
pack
the
punch.
first map to ever have an Easter egg.
An Easter egg. It introduced the myth, the legend, the Flopper. Who can forget Almighty Flopper, who did not return to us in Chronicles? It is a sad thing. But it introduced Chronicles, a new way of opening pack a punch. The Gersh devices, the Russian dolls. It's Ascension. It's the rocket map. That's what it is. Okay.
It's a Russian. It's a Soviet silo.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right. So coming in at the number 3 spot, you're gonna hate me for this. It's Nocturne Totem Chronicles.
All right.
This is the last Chronicles map, I promise.
Okay.
Nocturne Totem is another simple map. I really like simple maps. Not really an Easter egg except for the new Samantha one. I like how you can do really high rounds with different strategies. And now there's Wonder Fizz instead of just Mule Kick, which I'm glad.
Well, just earlier we were trying to do some high rounds. We didn't open the side door. We went upstairs and around. I was training, and then there was you just sitting back. I mean,
I was sitting back and Spawny was training in box area.
yeah.
Yeah, I really like these simple maps in Voice Crack. All right, your turn.
So I'm gonna get some shit thrown at me for this one. Number 3, we've got Origins. We do have Origins. So,
Which one?
oh,
You
like,
gotta say which one, bro.
no, like, let me explain though, why Origins is here instead of a little
And not
higher on the
higher.
list. Now, Origins
Yeah.
is where, like, okay, like, they perfected the wonder weapons. They've got the Panzer. I mean that's not really a good thing, but like they've got the staffs. That's where they perfected the wonder weapons, right there. Though the upgrading process can be one to be hard to remember. Like no, if I don't know anyone who can remember how to upgrade the staffs by heart, and if you do,
You mean like the
I think
codes?
yeah, I think you spend a little too much time on Origins if you know them
Yeah,
by
I
heart.
got those written down.
I have them written down. But Origins was kind of ruined for me when Zombies Chronicles came around. Now, don't get me wrong, I loved Origins on Black Ops 2. Like, I loved it. I played it a lot with my boy. But
We
then
completed the
Zombies
Easter egg.
Chronicles came around. There's the mud. You, the mud
Sprint and
slows
jump
you
like you
down.
could.
You can't sprint jump. The Panzer's health was raised up, though it was balanced recently.
I
The
doubt it.
robots. Oh gosh, the robots. The robot's foot will not open. It
They
kills
fixed it a
me.
little bit, but it still takes a lot of bullets
It
just to
hurts
open.
me. Like there was so much wrong with Origins once Zombies Chronicles came out, and that's why it is not higher on the list, but at number 3.
All right, so my number 2 spot is Origins, but Black Ops 2 version,
All right.
not Chronicles. I'm going back to Black Ops 2. So, Black Ops 2, basically what John just said about Origins, but with mostly without the bugs. There's still a couple little bugs and little death barriers around, but it's still a pretty
It's
clean map.
bearable. It's bearable. Like I mean, it's easy to
A
avoid.
lot
It's
more bearable
It's bearable.
than Chronicles.
Oh, that was a voice crack.
Origins really
It
it
was.
really got ruined once Chronicles came out.
It
It's now probably one of my worst maps ever on Chronicles, not Black Ops 2. But Chronicles, I really don't like to play it much because of that reason. All the
also
bugs.
yeah. Also, if you guys want to see a top 5 Zombies Chronicles maps, just leave a like on the video. Also, we'd like to
Even
see
though
your
there's 8
top
of them.
5. Like to see your top 5 Zombies maps. Just leave your own top 5 in the description, or not the description, the comments. And yeah. So coming in at our number 2 spot, and maybe some of you agree with me, not too sure. We've got Mob of the Dead.
Whoa.
Mob
Number
Mob
2.
Mob of the Dead. Okay? So, Mob of the Dead. Okay? DLC 2, Black Ops 2. Not really too good with Die Rise over there. No one really liking Die Rise that much. Little maze game, little headache. And then there's Mob of the Dead. And wow, it's like one of the better maps we've seen to date. First off, let me just get this out of the way now. The Wonder Weapon, the OG Blundergat, the Sweeper, the Acid Gat, the Vitrolic Withering. There's 4 types of this weapon, and it's just one.
It's making me splooge.
It's one weapon, and then there's 4 types of it. But then we got the story, the crew. We got Sal, we got Finn.
Billy.
Huh? We got Billy.
We got Billy.
And then we got the Weasel.
AKA Al Arlington.
Like the background behind the story, I love the setting. It's the spooky vibe and that kind of theme kind of brings you back to what zombies used to be back in World at War. Like claustrophobic, spooky, dark, And that
More like a horror game.
more like a horror game than Revelations. And then there's the... Please don't tell me I forgot what this was called. The Hell's Retriever. And then there's the Hell's Redeemer. There's the doggos on the wall. The Hellhounds on the wall. There's Brutus. There's God, what was his
The
name?
Rambos.
What was his name?
Who?
Ferguson.
Ferguson.
Ferguson. There's the Ferguson Brutus. It's one of my favorite maps today, and I'll take it over Origins right now in a heartbeat. So that's why it's at number 2 for me.
All
Do you have
right,
any
hold on.
honorable
Give me
mentions
1 minute.
Before you do number 1, do you have any honorable mentions?
Yeah, I got one of the honorable mentions are Shido Numa.
Okay.
Another one is Ascension.
Do you have any others, how many do you have?
And my last one, Shangri-La.
All right, so my 2 honorable mentions is Darius and the Giant. That is one of the Darius and then the Giant remake. I'm gonna count them as the same one because they basically are the same thing, just like the updated graphics and the weapons, and the addition of Mule Kick. Ugh. And then we got those other Easter eggs, but yeah. And then my other honorable mention is Garad Krovi. That's my other one. But yeah, those are my honorable mentions.
All right, so coming at the number 1 spot from me, most of you probably know this. I know John knows this. It's the Mob of the Dead.
Oh, is that why you said, "Oh wow, Mob of the Dead"? Well, now I already
Yeah.
explained it. Now you're gonna have to find your
Well,
own.
you know already. I'm a sucker for the zombie. I know a crap ton amount of the zombie storylines. I just love stories, and the way the Mob of the Dead fits right in is so perfect, and it's all own alternate timeline where they're stuck in an infinite wave of zombies because they're all dead technically. Same with Go Ride Krovi.
They have
Nikolai's
to fix,
dead.
They have to fix what they did.
And actually, no, they don't have to fix what they did. They have
Well,
to do the opposite of what they did. The crew
yeah,
has
you
to
know what I
die,
meant.
but not Weasel.
You know what I meant.
Yeah, but John pretty much explained Mob of the Dead for me. But yeah, that's my number 1.
And coming down to my number 1, and maybe you'll agree with me, I'm not too sure, but we got Der Eisendrache.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You're thinking that? Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say the replayability on this map is very high for someone especially like me, because I played this map the most. I still play this map a lot.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't beat the Easter egg at all, like, because I'm bad at zombies. But I ended up beating it recently, but I'll still play it. I love that map. There's the bows, like, you get the first bow, and then you could pick which path of upgrading. You got the void, you can get the fire, you can get the storm, and then you got the wolf bow. And then there's the OG Origins Pack-a-Punch machine. We've got the Panzer making a return. We got the Easter egg ending blowing up the moon. I mean, you gotta fight the big keeper in the boss fight, and it's like my favorite map to date. And a splurge over it. That was weird.
All
Okay.
right, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys can put your top 5 down in the comments below,
In that place.
and we'll see you all later.
Bye.
Bye.